Well, here we are. I just wanted to say thank you to Iceburg Slim for an opportunity to talk to you a little bit about some of these constitutional amendments and the next election and what's going on politically. One of the first things that probably is going to happen pretty soon is that on November the 7th, we'll have our new city council and our new mayor take their first meeting. So what does that mean? Well, the first order of business is to figure out who is going to be the next city council president. Odds are it'll either be Bobby Tapley or Mr. Spraggins. Mr. Spraggins apparently has had some experience in the past. He has a good business head on his shoulders and has been mentioned as someone that the council might be interested in. Bobby Tapley, obviously, for the fact that he's the senior member on the council and probably knows the ins and outs of how to run the meetings and what needs to happen for the council members. So it will be interesting to see if we will have the same fireworks that we had 4 years ago when there was a 3-3 vote, and then they had to come up with a situation where they alternated the presidents. Just to briefly move forward, there are a few offices that are hotly contested right now. Well, one office specifically that's hotly contested, and that's the office of district attorney. Right now, the district attorney's office is being contested by two individuals. Both of them are extremely good candidates. The first one is Jeremy Dewar. Now, Jeremy currently works in the office and has some pretty good plans about what he'd like to do. He's the Democratic representative for the position. The Republican representative for the position is Bill Harris. Bill Harris is a private practice attorney who has worked for the police force for 20-something years and went to law school, ended up getting into law, and now is interested in helping and giving back to the community. As I said, both candidates are great candidates. I did an interview with both of them. You're more than welcome to check it out on our YouTube channel on Centrist, Alabama. The next thing, as you can imagine, would be Congressional District 3. There's a good candidate, Jesse Smith, for the Democrats. He's running up against the incumbent, Mike Rogers, the Republican. Mike Rogers has been in that position for several years and has amassed a treasure trove of funds for that position to be able to run. Jesse Smith has not really been able to take advantage of the fundraising situation because, quite frankly, the Democratic Party has been fairly non-existent in the area. So a little bit of an uphill battle for Jesse Smith, but it should still be a pretty good race between the two of them. The next big race would be the Senate race with Ron Crumpton for the Democrats and Old Faithful, I guess is what you would say, with Senator Shelby. Senator Shelby's been pretty much the senator for Alabama since I can remember. So I know he has a treasure trove of campaign funds, and again, with the Democratic Party not really having a whole lot of money, they're in a position where they can't really win. And then lastly, you have Trump and Clinton. For president, there are three other candidates, two other candidates, Gary Johnson and Jill Stein. Either way, on November the 8th, go out and make sure that you get your voice heard. It's a very important election, and people tell you if you don't vote, don't complain. And that's a viewpoint that I've always had. Keep watching the Centrist. Keep listening to watching our Facebook posts, but most of all, to my buddy Iceburg Slim, make sure you continue watching his show. It's all good. Thank you for watching, and I hope that helps you in the upcoming election.